Hello everybody and welcome back to another Hot Wheels collector video. We're back to the main lines and this is an awesome one from 2022. This is one of my absolute favourites in my collection. It was actually the fourth car I ever bought. So I suppose that's quite a good fourth car. I feel like most people's first and a lot of the beginning cars are quite rubbish. Now my first ever car is completely irrelevant to this review, kind of, not, I don't know, but it was the McLaren F1 GTR. Now, it's a great casting in premium, but in mainline it's not that good, in my opinion, and it's in this horrible blue, and I'm not a fan, to be honest, but I'm not a fan of any of the mainline versions, but you might be, so that's totally fine. That's my opinion on that. And I might make a separate review, but it's not on the priorities list. This one, however, is, because I think this one's an awesome one to look at. It's also in premium in last year's American scene car culture set. Obviously, there's 5 cars in that, and one of these is a lovely version of this. And I mean lovely, like it's a really nice, lovely version of this. Has some great rims on it. But anyways, let's get into this. So here's the side profile of the car. So as for details, let's zoom in, because these are really small, 1/64 scale cars, or there or thereabouts. Some of them are a little bit off on the scaling so that they actually fit on the track, but they're pretty accurate. So anyways, let's take a look at this. So we have some tamper work on the rear wing, which is just a nice little bit of red there. It just adds to it. We have quite a nice racing livery here with the number 8, Hot Wheels graphics written above it. We also have the Hot Wheels logo and the C8.R, as well as a nice white colour break, I would call that, which just makes this livery pop that little bit more. The skirts, rear bumper, or diffuser, it's kind of like the bumper and diffuser, and the front splitter are all created using the bottom plastic, which is grey. It's dark grey. It's not black, although it might look like it on video. It's a little bit darker than the wheels, which are also grey, and I believe the 10 spokes. So yeah, very, very nice. And I think this is the nicest colour of this car because it really doesn't highlight the lack of tampos. I think the yellow one really does, and when you compare it to other premium brands like Mini GT, it makes the car look quite bad, but this colour really, really does make it look that little bit more special. We also have a little bit of tampo work above the vent on the side. As you can see, that is black tampoing just to kind of make it stand out a little bit more. This car does have wing mirrors, which is awesome to see. They are quite small, like really oddly small, but they're there, so we'll take it. Here's the front. No front tampos, but on the hood we do have a lot of work going on, so it's the continuation of the livery, having those white and red stripes. We also have the Corvette badge, as well as the number 8. And finally, we have headlights, which aren't actually tampoed, they're just created using the window plastic. This car also has a sun strip, which reads Corvette, looks very, very nice. Here's the other side profile of this car, very, very nice, no difference there, so I'll not bore you with that. But here is the rear, and this is where it really looks quite interesting. We don't have any rear light tampos, but you could easily add them on, same as a license plate holder is also put there, so you could easily add them on. It also has some vents on the back, but this is where it gets crazy on the diffuser area. That is wild looking. It has a dual exit with a gigantic, and I mean gigantic, diffuser which wraps around the exhausts, and that design is just really, really interesting in my opinion. And finally, let's move on to the roof of the car. We have that continuation of the livery of white and red coloration, and I think it looks great. It's very accurate actually, this casting, and it's quite long, and those windows are very, very nice looking. The rear window is not just kind of like your classical square boxy. They have gone ahead and followed the actual design of the car and made it that interesting, almost Corvette badge shape. I believe the windows also do have a slight tint to them, so that also allows the headlights to be a little bit more visible so you can see them, which also of course, as I've previously mentioned, created using the window plastic. And that's about this car. I don't think there's anything else I've missed. What are my thoughts and opinions on this car? Well, first of all, let's rate it out of 10. Out of 10, I think this is a solid 9 out of 10. And I really highly speak of this casting. I think it's really underrated. I think it's an awesome one. I don't have any complaints with it, to be entirely honest. Of course, it probably should have went to premium, and it did. So yeah, because obviously they could have added some front detailing as well as the rear lights and all that type of stuff. But for what it is, for a basic mainline car, this is a great value for money. It's phenomenal looking, and you're getting a really solid car to the collection. Anyways, that's really it for this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to like. If you're new, subscribe. And if you've got any friends or family who are interested in Hot Wheels or just diecast in itself, make sure to share it to them, or in any Facebook groups or Discord groups or whatever you're in, share it around. Anyways, that is it for this video. Bye bye everyone. See you in the next one, hopefully. Anyways.